It's time to crack open a cold one because this is a little punch drunk, and I am, of course, the man with the mouth, Rambo, back once again because one of you people pissed me the fuck off. That's right, we are back for another Rambo's Rant. Now, this one, I'm sure we all have dealt with this in our life, and I know that we all have this problem at one point in time in our lives. And there's that one little fucker that just has to push your goddamn buttons, right? Well, I've been showing my displeasure of my current employment status. I've been bitching about my job. It's a shitty job. I don't like my fucking job. And then that one little bitch pops up and goes,
"Oh, but you should be happy you have a job. There are hundreds of thousands of people without jobs that would love to have yours."
I don't even know where to start dissecting that abortion of a concept. Because everything in it is so stupid. I gotta take it one piece at a time. Let's start with, I should be happy I have a job. Fuck you. Look, I'm not saying that I want to be homeless. But what I'm saying is I don't have to be happy to be at my current fucking position. Complacency is one of the biggest disasters that you could have in your life. If you're happy that you have something, just merely the concept of having it makes you happy means you've already fucking failed. I always say, the moment I say to myself, I'm a success and I've made it, is the day I've given up. Complacency makes you stay in shitty places because it's comfortable, because it's easy. I shouldn't be happy that I have a shitty do-nothing, go-nowhere job. I should be happy that my instinct is to fight against doing nothing and staying in a dead-end fucking job. The next part. I should be happy that I have a job because there's hundreds of thousands of people. Okay, so get a fucking job. It's not difficult. Go online, go to Craigslist, look up general laborer. See how many ditch diggers that people need right now. Look at how many of these public works programs are on fucking hold. Look at the backup of landscaping jobs. You know what? They need somebody to push the fucking mower. They need somebody to throw the wood in the fucking mulch. And I'm sorry, if you're a felon and you don't have your GED and you dropped out of school and you ruined your own fucking life, there's still jobs out there for you. McDonald's is hiring.
"Oh, but it's supposed to be $15 an hour."
Go fuck yourself. Fight for 15. You could die. Oh, but most of these people at McDonald's, they can't do any better. Yes, you fucking can. I can't tell you how many people that I've met working in kitchens. Oh, where are you from? "I'm from a fast food joint." Really? Yeah, I spent 3 years on the fryer. Okay, guess what? You spend enough time on a fucking fryer, you go into a restaurant, what, you think they have different fryers, more advanced fryers, that you need a fucking engineering degree just to learn to work their fryers? No, you put the shit in the basket, you drop the basket in the fucking grease, you wait a couple minutes, you pick it the fuck up. The job's no different. But the pay is. Yeah. You take what you learn in the fast food joint, the place that's not meant to be a full-time, long-term job, unless you're going into management, and then again, sorry. It's meant to be a stepping stone for children. Oh, but this single mother with 3 has to work there. No, you don't. I bet you there's a restaurant that's open, isn't there? Use their fucking fryers instead. Stop being complacent, you stupid shits. And then it just goes into the whole, again, I should be happy I have a job. All right, you want to come fucking do my job? You want to do my job. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to come in at midnight. Well, you got to be there early, but you're going to show up and you're going to clock in at midnight. And you are going to sit behind a desk, a shiny white desk, in a shiny bright lit room, and you're going to stare at a fucking wall for 2 hours. Then you're going to sign one dude out. That's the last human interaction you're going to have the entire time you're at work. Then you're going to get up. Then you're going to walk around a building. It's going to take about an hour. Because it's a big building, it's 8 floors. You're going to go outside, whether it's raining or not, walk around a parking lot. Then you're going to go back and you're going to sit at your nice, shiny white desk. and stare off into the distance for another, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours. Then you're going to get up. You're going to walk around this building again. You go outside. And when you come back, you just sit in a nice shiny building for another 3.5 hours. Yeah. Now you might get 1 or 2 people who walk in. Probably not. So then you're going to walk around the building again. And then you're going to come back. And you're going to sit. And you're going to curse your life decisions. Until somebody finally shows up, usually late, to relieve you. Now that's not the worst part. The worst part is you just forced yourself to fight against human nature and sleep when it's dark outside. Because, I got to show up at midnight. So you fight against human nature the entire night to work a 3rd shift job. Then you get home. Well, now your kid wants to play. But you were just sitting at the single most boring job I could possibly imagine for 12 hours. You don't have the energy. So you might make yourself something to eat. You might sit down, struggle to stay awake, hang out with your kid. He takes his nap, you lay down, and you're gone for the rest of the day. So either you fall asleep or you're so exhausted that you can't do anything, that you can't bring yourself to go outside or go for a walk. Because in just a few hours, you're going to have to clock back in and sit at your shiny white desk and stare off into space. You want to do that job? I will gladly trade you. The only job I won't trade for is a kitchen. Because seriously, that's a shitty fucking job. That is a do-nothing, go-nowhere, no chance for improvement job. And at 30 fucking years old, I don't want to do it. I'm going to complain about it. It's bullshit. There's no point to me even being there. Because everything has electronic locks that you need a special little ID card to get into. And just because you can get in the door doesn't mean you can get onto every floor, doesn't mean you can get through every door in every floor. This place is fucking... There's more security here than Fort Knox. Hell, there's a floor that has fingerprint scanners. It's an office building, guys. That's all. It's an office building. But fuck me running if I don't have to go and sit there. So go ahead. Trade me your job. You tell me what it's like to live this life. Because so long as I have a shitty fucking job, I'm going to complain about it. And every time I take a step forward, I'm trying to take a step forward. Not be complacent. I learn something new every place I go. Well, except for shiny white desk here. I've learned that there are 172 tiles on the ceiling. That much I've learned. I've learned that Guy Fieri will whore himself out to just about anything. I've learned that too. But, yeah. So yeah, come on. Come at me. Let's trade jobs for a bit. What do you say? But then again, the people that say this shit, the people that say this stupid, fucking nonsensical, you should be happy you have a job. No, I'd be happy to be on vacation, which I haven't had since 2008 or 9. And even that was just a 3-day weekend about 200 miles away. Nothing spectacular, nothing to write home about. These are the kinds of fucking people that have the nice jobs, doing what they want to do. You never hear a McDonald's employee going, well, at least I'm happy I have a job. No, they don't. You know why they don't? Because they live in reality. Most jobs suck. Most people, given the choice, wouldn't work. They would follow their hobbies or their passions. Those of you that have been lucky enough to take your hobby or your passion and turn it into a career, here's also the difference. Career versus job. Oh, but what's the difference, Rambo? I don't know. Glad you asked. A career is something that you can do, progress, and move forward in. With a year at this job, I get no raise, I get no vacation time, can't afford their benefits, no days off, as far as, hey, I need a personal day. No, fuck you. If you don't show up, you're fired. Actually, that's happening later this month, on the 25th. If I don't show up to work on the 25th, despite the fact that I had scheduled an event from over a year ago, I will lose my job. So, it's a shit job. Anyway, that's a job. Something that is just bullshit. They don't care about you. They don't treat you right. The turnover is way too high because it's a stepping stone. You know you're never going to go anywhere in a job. Sometimes you can turn a job into a career if the right person gets fired and you get promoted, but that rarely ever happens. Retail, job. Food service, job. Security, job. Careers are more like, I started as an errand boy in a motorcycle shop, but on my downtime, I learned how to fix them. So when one of the mechanics left, they said, hey, you seem to know a lot about motorcycles. I said, well, yeah, I've been working with them for the last 3 years. Oh, well, now you can be the motorcycle mechanic. Oh, well, then the guy who heads the mechanics up, he leaves after a few more years, and you become the head of then the owner dies, and you buy the fucking thing, and now you own the motorcycle shop. That's a career. Chance for advancement. I'm just so... you fucking people make me sick. Because those of you that say this shit, you have the nice, cushy job that you enjoy. You're probably also the same kind of people that's going, let all the refugees in, but won't give that homeless man a fucking sandwich. Because you're delusional and you live outside of fucking reality. We got real problems here. Let's not kid ourselves about that. The country's fucked. Particularly our jobs. And we're moving into a place where, I was reading something, it was in the New York Times, I was reading something where they said the face of jobs is changing. Meaning, no longer do we struggle to go to school and get a good job and stay there. No, most people in this generation were getting a job, we're staying there for a little bit, and then we're leaving, going to another job. It's the same job, but different companies. Companies don't care about keeping employees anymore. All they care about is getting the fucking job done. And that's where we're fucking up. We are becoming so, the employers don't want to see you changing job every year or two, but they're not doing anything to keep their employees for longer than a year or two because they get tired of getting fucked over. No raises, no promotions, no anything. So they leave. So they hire the next group of people, which they ask you to be so overqualified for an entry-level position at entry-level pay. And they wonder why you're leaving. They curse you for leaving. They think now you're a bad employee because you left. There's no longevity in most jobs anymore. And it's your mentality that's making it so. It's the mentality of, you should be happy to have a job. No. You should be happy to work for an employee that cares about you, takes care of you, and rewards you for your longevity and your commitment. Where is that? No one... How many companies offer vacation to their general workers? I'll wait. Actually, I won't, because then this video will never end. It'll turn into a live stream where I sit here and die in front of you. And not like those people fucking... whatever. That's a different rant. Fucking idiots. Anyway. Case in point of this is, if you think I should be happy to have my job, let's switch for a day. Let's switch for a week. Let's see who's happy to have what job then. What will really suck is if I'm better at your job than you were and your boss keeps me and you get stuck in my hellhole. Think before you talk, people. Please. Because you don't know what that other person is doing. You don't know how that other person lives. You don't know the ups and downs of their fucking career. And if I have an opinion about something, don't you fucking dare try and tell me that my opinion is wrong. Because guess what? Your opinion's just as shitty. I'm just a little better at vocalizing mine. Well, if you like what you heard, tell your friends. If you hated it, tell your enemies. It's the same damn thing to me. And just remember, guys, you're going to see some links popping up here on the sides. Please, click the Little Punch Drunk icon to subscribe. And if you haven't yet, check this other video. If you really care, subscribe, comment, like, share with your friends, put it on Facebook, put it on Twitter, I don't know. Just put it somewhere. Anywhere but up your ass, alright? Rock on.